Alright, y'all, I'm gonna take another stab at this video because I do feel like it's an important thing to do. So we're gonna do it from scratch. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna delete this track entirely, which is the drum track. That audio track is the strange way that I'm passing the audio through. We're gonna open up a blank drum track from scratch. So if you want to make your own drums, you select a pad there. I've got this set on step sequencer because I like to stay within this zone, and I like having my step sequencer and my velocity all right there. It's just the way I like to put it. We're going to go in, and we're going to load. We're going to start building a drum kit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to incredibly hot. I'm going to back that down a little bit. And of course, that sample channel is not what's hitting, so we're going to audition volume. Let's bring this down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get, there's this cool thing you can do when you're building a drum set to make it easier. Load to pool. That crash sounds okay. It's another good crash. Yeah, that's fine. That bell, good, yeah. Okay, so crash, about all those crashes. Load that to pool. So the reason why I'm loading these to pool, you'll see it becomes apparent here in a little bit. Right next. All these things are auditions. Super loud. The drum sets are definitely have plenty enough gain on the samples, but that's good. You can always turn down. Okay, so hi-hat, we need to get a good, let's get it closed, let's get it open, let's get a pedal, let's get that closed open pedal. I'm not really focusing that much on the, I'm going to load that into the pool. Alright, we're going to get to all these hats. Okay, let's get a good kick. Which one? That'll be fine. I like to have two kicks in there. Oh, that's nice and punchy. Okay, so we're gonna get to. Let's just go ahead and look for fills. Type in search. Okay, we got some fills here. Big fill. Okay, so let's load that into the pool. Load this into the pool. I'm just gonna go to load. Just taking the first. You get 8 layers. I'm not being selective with this. You can go through. You know, if you work with these things, you can spend forever in a day on drum kits. Let's get a snare in there, just because I like to have some semblance of a beat for this experiment. We'll load that to pool. Okay, now let's go in here and we're going to go to this and you hold down edit the track that we've got the drum track on. Now drum 1, the pad is highlighted, you can see here. I don't have a boom to get this high enough up to get the whole thing in frame, so you know, you can just, there we go. So yeah, drum 1, you can go in and select the sample, bam. Now you go into memory. Oh, look at the pool. Now here's what's real cool. Once you first select that memory thing, it's not going to play them necessarily for you, but you can do this. Okay, so we're going to go to the kicks. We're going to add, I like my kicks. Okay, we'll do that one there. the snare. Did we not get a sound? Yeah, before the toms, acoustic snare. We'll do that one. Move on to this one. Let's get a little hi-hat. Okay, hi-hat. Okay, hi-hat closed. Hi-hat. It should be hi-hat open, and then right here we'll get a little hi-hat. Okay, now I still haven't figured out how to do the choke thing, which I probably should soon. But I suppose we'll do that in another video, or somebody else probably has a video. This is only my second or third time building a kit. So then, and Marcus Elbow, otherwise Healthy Music on YouTube, has a really good video, real short and succinct on how to do the pad colors and stuff like that. I will run through doing the pad colors, but I'm not going to get crazy about it. So I can fill in the rest of the kit. Let's see here. That's good for those. And then up here we're going to put another kick, because I like to have two kicks. Okay, I like a tight one and a kind of resonant one. That's cool. And then right here we're going to go ahead and start filling in with fills. So, layer 1, we got a sample. We're going to go to the little section of things here that has fills. Breaks, big fill. Okay, so we're going to go, let's see here. Cool, great, moving on. Big fill 2, cool. BB fill. Oh, fill sold 2. Yeah, okay. Time fill. Ruffian fill. It's like I said, it doesn't matter if you've got different fills, or if you want to like make your own fills. It makes sense. I plan on eventually going through and taking the time to make my own fills. Okay, so there we go. We got a number of fills. Now, last time I discovered. Okay, so we're going to do something real quick here. We're just going to go in the step sequence. Oh, we're going to do the pad colors real quick just to make it easier to see what's going on. So, kicks, I like to make red on the kicks. Single pad, red, red. And then we'll do the snare yellow. It's pretty much the same as what they do. We'll go green with the hi-hats. This is blank. Our big fills, I'm going to go purple. Light blue on the crash, or we'll do green on the crash. Darker green on the crash. So those are all symbols. We'll do this light green on these. Okay, cool, fine, that's plenty. So then when we go into the matrix and we make a drum beat, we're going to, let's just give a quick 4 on the floor. Okay, so the step sequence will go. Yeah, there we go. So you got your, your basic. You got some disco shit happening here. But on the end, okay, so hear how that went way past what we wanted it to. We're gonna go ahead and okay, so we're gonna go into the back into the drums, edit. So what we're going to do is oh, whoops. So don't forget to hit edit all layers. We want all these. And I forgot to do one crucial thing in here. Layer play is based on random. And so that way, we went into the samples, we got all the samples edited, so it's going to finish this. Yep, it finishes the sample in the time. Like I said, you can estimate, you can get it to the feel that you want, but make sure you hit edit all layers so it gets all these exactly the same length. And I'm just going to cut all of them to where they're adjusted. So as you can see, each time it goes around the fill, it's doing a different fill. So there you have it. Short and sweet. That is how you put together the layers so that they will randomly play. Obviously, that is a very rudimentary drum beat. I'm not trying to act as though that's a banger. I just wanted to give you a basic idea of how to do that. You can go out and make your own beats, but this will be a way if you're somebody who likes to perform live, or you enjoy using these beats, or you just want some variants. This would be the end of that part. I'm going to add a little extra thing here because it's something that I feel is worth mentioning. When you've got a repetitive beat like that and you have it going over a long period of time, I'm thinking about like house and most EDM, you've got that beat drilling away. Well, your ear over time starts not hearing those frequencies that are being hit repetitively over and over and over again. And after about 30 minutes, most DJs, unless they understand that, they got to set their volume, they understand that their ears are going to gradually adjust and become, a little bit more used to the sound that's coming out. They don't realize that, since it's hitting the same frequency ranges in exactly the same spot every time, slowly that is sounding not loud enough. But you can fix that. And all it takes is something pretty simple. If you want to add, I'm looking specifically for a phaser here. Flanger's good. Phaser is the perfect thing. The reason why I like phasers is because you can set those to where the depth is almost nothing. You set the rate real slow, right? So it's not really that much, but other things, like if we start adding, like, once you start adding things like, and I'm gonna go real basic with this again, but once you start adding in things like a baseline or things like that, and you can do the same thing if you want to have this as a bus effect or using but anything with some modulation or some phase, so that what's happening in your ear is that you're getting a little bit of a filter, a frequency filter, so that you're not killing those primary frequencies just from that little thing. And that phaser doesn't add, I like the way it sounds on the drums, but it also makes it where there's not quite as much ear fatigue. So that's my real, probably unnecessarily long, but little tutorial on that thing. I'm thinking about working on some more of these. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any notes you have. I know my desk is a mess. Yoda here is just because to add some interest in my cable mess. And